Entifadh Qanbar is a former spokesperson for Iraq's Deputy Prime Minister and joins us live from Washington, D.C. Entifadh, thank you so much for coming on to this news hour. Now, for a long time, Iran and its proxies have been widely blamed for the dysfunction of the government in Iraq. But will the distance the incoming factions have from Tehran translate to better governance finally in the country?
Well, this is a very important message from the Iraqi people. The Iraqi people voted out Iran's proxies, specifically the militant militias who killed hundreds of young Iraqi men and women during the October Revolution. And this came as a result of the massive corruption committed by the Shia militia parties ruling the southern part of Iraq, and the same constituency of the young Shia rose against them. And that's why Muqtada Al-sadr got a large amount of progress in this, at least 30 more seats than the previous elections. By the way, in your report, you said he has the majority. He didn't win majority, but he has the highest number of members of parliament in his bloc, which is 73. If he will, as he mentioned, the majority government will be expectedly to be in alliance with the Kurdish Democratic Party of Mr. Masoud Barzani and the Sunni Taqaddum, which is head by Al-Halbusi, the current head of the former head of the parliament. That will form a majority bloc, which will make a majority government formed of basically Shia, Kurds, and Sunni.
Okay, so with all of that happening, if this coalition government then goes ahead, the Sadrist Bloc wants to implement this great reform project to weed out the corruption that you were talking about. Do you think that they are going to be able to do this?
We hope so, but there's a lot of skepticism amongst Iraqis. Some of Sadr's followers, Muqtada Sadr's followers, are corrupt themselves. And sometimes corruption in Iraq is used as a way to weed out or root out your political opponent. So we don't know yet. I doubt there will be a massive amount of rooting out of corruption, but I think we have moved one step in the right direction by weakening Iran's proxies in Iraq. And I think that has to be mentioned. It ought to be mentioned that is all happening absence of Qasem Soleimani, which was killed in Iraq. And I think the Qasem Soleimani shoes nobody is able to fill in Iran and cause a lot of damage to the Iranian government. I don't think anybody has a clear and precise assessment of the damage he left behind, but we can see some of the damage, the big loss of the Iranian proxies in Iraq.
Okay, we're going to have to leave it there, but Entifadh Qanbar, live to us there from Washington, D.C. Really appreciate your time to speak to us and your analysis.